Alrighty guys, welcome back to another episode of Coopus and Chops Adventures. On today's episode, we tackle the beast of Coopus's mini folding bike. Last episode was alright, but it could have been better. We weren't as inclusive for the audience here. It was very poorly done. We weren't really planning to make an episode, but then it sort of happened out of nowhere. But today, it's meant to be happening because the boys are on and we're on that bike. First thing to start the morning, as you would have seen in the last video, we did get it running pretty mint. As you can see, fuel tank strapped on the front there, pretty good. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take it over into the paddock. We're gonna do some testing and tuning to get the engine mint. And then after that, we've got a little surprise in store for you. So stay tuned and enjoy. Warm up. It's a two-stroke, just flog it senseless.
The turbo's gonna warm up.
Oh yeah. Oh, how's the zing on her? Oh, oh. Trying to see how far I can lean it over. I found maximum lean. That was funny. That rock, did you see me try and dodge it?
No.
I saw it and I was like, oh no. Is it time lapse or is it normal?
It's normal.
Oh,
I would have got that good.
That's the rock I hit. If we'll take a look at the footage. We'll do an action replay. But I reckon if you look close enough, you can see me hitting this corner and I see it. You'll see my face light up and then I try and dodge it, but I still hit it. Hence why I dove off this way.
Well, we'll edit that in and we'll put a little slowy in there.
A little slow-mo.
The little dodge, the little...
Slow-mo. See if you can see me dodging the rock. I didn't dodge it very well, but I got close. It's starting to pick up some speed now. Look at that.
Imagine, this is just a situation that we're at the pub, I've got to go back to the misso, right? Yeah mate, have a good one, I'll see you next week mate. See you mate. Lil Chops.
Chops' Chop Shop.
A little bit of an upgrade. You ever play Need for Speed and you go the engine upgrades and go all the way up and you put in a ridiculous motor? This is that. We don't know what it is, but we know it's gonna be quick. Just to give a reference point, that is the exhaust.
Well, for a bit of context, I bought a car recently and this was sitting in the passenger seat. and I pulled it out because I needed some parts for my pressure washer, funnily enough, but they didn't come off this, they weren't the right ones. So what we're going to do, we're going to clean this tank up, if we can get the lid off again, because it's pretty mess. Probably a bit hard to see, but we're going to clean the tank up, and then we're going to put some fuel in it, and we're going to try and get that motor running good first, and then if we can achieve that, we're going to engine swap the mini bike. Now, we'll probably do some measurements first and make sure that that will fit, but that's the goal. And so today, we get started on the mini bike engine swap. I'm going to clean this out now. Not sure, it's still a bit hard to see, but we're going to, little trick is you put some fuel in there with some small rocks and then just give it a good shake around. And it just breaks all the scaly rust off just to clean it out a little bit. So that's what we're going to do now. Right, just found some little blue rocks, and then you just pop them in there, grab some fuel.
That's a good $8 there, bud.
$8 he reckons. However, problem with this is that's where the pickup sits. And obviously there's no lid covering that at the moment because it's not attached to the motor. So, you ever worked at a cocktail bar?
Oh, no.
See all that butt? Look at that. All the flaky rust comes straight off. I'm really trying to get a good seal on it, but it's not happening.
Just not happening.
It's like,
Yeah. It's gonna be pretty bad, I reckon. Oh, listen to the grit.
you can see in the lid that there's already like heaps of graininess.
Oof.
So we might just have to dose it with brake cleaner. That's good, that'll break it all up.
Well, there was rocks in there too.
Oh, I worry. Give a good clean of the outside of the tank too, because it's no Cinderella. Oh, did you see the colour of that? You couldn't write that.
No.
You couldn't write that. Pulls out the wrong hole.
Does happen to the
Look
best
how
of us.
like brown that is. Wow.
Oh, look at the bottom of it.
Can you see it?
Yeah. Oh, I can. I don't think that.
Yeah, I don't know. If
Folks
the
at
camera
home can. Is it true that you can use brake cleaner as octane booster as well?
Alright. Let's pour some fuel in the dog. So the other day we got running off brake cleaner, so...
And it was going.
And it was like, it ran for like
Going.
a good 10 seconds, I reckon.
Let's move her out.
Alright, so
Test one.
test one. Jesus. Oh! You getting zapped?
I just got zapped.
It's 'cause you're-
I know. I know, after I got zapped, I was like,
Well, it's
what?
working then. It's a good start. Too much fuel, maybe. Woo! You go.
Sounds more happy.
Did you put the lead back on? Oh! I reckon the fuel pickup's not working. I reckon that's why it's only running off brake cleaner. That's fast!
You're probably right though. I reckon that's only working off brake cleaner.
Yeah.
You know what it could be? So supposedly this fuel's got to pump up through here. I reckon that's got to be fully sealed off for the vacuum to suck in
No, why would there be holes in the fuel
I
cap?
don't fucking know.
This might have to be sealed.
That's what I said.
Not that part.
No, this. I reckon this. I reckon if I put my hand here, it would go. And suck it all up.
Okay.
But I'm just scared my hand's gonna hurt. You reckon?
Kill switch.
Holy shit!
Oh,
Holy Jesus. So,
that was running good.
that was idling nice. So, what we're going to do now is, so we know it runs, and the reason why it wasn't pulling so many times before is where this air filter is here, there must have been a cap at some point, so we needed to block that off for all the fuel to get sucked up and to obviously get burnt off through the carby. So, Nathan put his foot over that and then pulled it, and it started straight away. So it was just probably vacuum getting up, and then once it's running, you can put your foot off it. So maybe we'll try and pull it.
Got hot really quick because it was backfiring up
The whole time.
up the Venturi.
Nathan's got a glove on, and he's going to try and stop
That
the
wheel.
spinny wheel.
We need to see if it's a tension wheel to see if it stops until it gets enough power. Because if it doesn't, it means as soon as you start it on the bike, it'll take
Boom.
off. So we need to see if we can stop it. The verdict is we probably won't use that motor because 2 reasons. And if it was only one reason, we'd probably make it work. But because there's 2 major things sort of wrong with it, I think we're going to pass on it. So the first thing is that it doesn't have a neutral thing, or like when you back off, it doesn't stop spinning, it's always going. So it'd be a bit annoying on a bike because you sort of need it to stop. And to make it stop, we'd have to make other things work too well, and then it would just stall the motor out. So it's just, it'd be too annoying. And then the second reason is it's too big to easily fit in the frame of the bike, like without having to like fab it, like custom make the frame. So I think we're going to pass on that motor. However, the project doesn't die. But in the meantime, we're just fixing a few little housekeeping things. So that rear disc we're going to take off because it's just floating around doing nothing. We're going to pump up both the tires, And then we're also going to tighten the head stem because the wheel and the handlebars weren't turning together sometimes. So just going to do a few of those little things and then see how we go from there. So yeah, it's a bit sad. Did want to see a huge motor going into it, and that thing sounded torquey and powerful, but we have to be smart sometimes. But it won't stop the upgrades.
Nate, what are you doing? What's going on? Piece of metal in your hand, what's going on? Oh my god. Blur it out, blur it out. We've got to restart and go on back. What's going on? What are we doing?
Oh, I'm destroying my hands.
How bad?
Trying to make your bike work. That one's reasonably deep. That hurt.
Does it beat that though? Does it beat that? Bloody bike stuff. Comment in the section, how wide am I? Pretty damn wide, hey. And I said, what's that? And he goes, I'm playing the smallest violin. So I didn't know you play violin. Alright, I'll go over there. He's keen, look at him. Hit Nathan. Oh, nutty! Kick that in the vid. That's alright, that's a nutty right there. What? Listen to the idle. Yeah, gotta remember, folks, this is a bike with no brakes, so it feels really fast because you know you can't stop. Like, fast. Here he comes. You can hear it revving. That's decent! Oh, damn! He's trying to stop! Scary?
It needs brakes now. Yeah, it needs brakes.
That's what I said.
On the grass you can get away with it because it's a soft landing and it's slow, like the grass makes it the bike slower because of the small wheels. But that was full speed. It topped out if you couldn't tell.
How fast?
I think you'd be on the edge of having to slow down in a school zone.
Oh!
I reckon we don't have a speed over.
Okay, we'll find out.
You don't want to hit the gate because the gate will win. He's not going full bickies. The problem is there's no brakes. We need to get brakes sorted, or a proper kill switch at least, because then like it'll compression brake. Alright, so he's hit the hill there. He's just doing a U-bolt. See, at least at that end there's a hill, whereas at this end it just runs off, so you can go faster that way than you can this way without dying. But here he comes. Oh, a bit of a wobbly. It's getting like, I think we'll start wearing a helmet because it's getting fast. Yeah, look at him. Yeah, look.
It just keeps rolling.
Yeah. So there you go, that's full speed. But that's pretty good, like it's not slow. Oh, that was full bickies. It's going fast enough. You can only just see it on the back of his shirt. The mud's coming up from the rear wheel and it's hitting his tail.
Is that fast and my whole back's wet?
Yeah, it picks up the mud. I was just saying that to the camera. Yeah, look at that.
Very, very wet.
It's muddy as well.
No!
Yeah, it looks like you shit yourself.
No!
Like it had that much pressure that it went up the shirt.
Oh! It's so fun though, like I can't help it. That's fun.
Great little bike.
That's fast.
Alright, well, I don't know what the time is, but we got that pretty good, didn't we?
Yeah, that's the best we can make it with that motor.
Yeah, so it's a bit unfortunate we couldn't swap the motor into it as easy as we thought we might have been able to, but all that aside, we're gonna optimize the motor that's in there and the bike. We're gonna fully kit it out as much as we can, make it mint, el dente. So yeah, we've ordered all the parts, and yeah, I think that concludes today's episode. Pretty happy about it. The boys are on the bike, and the bike got better. So the boys were on, proper on,
Full on.
but the boys are gonna be even more on in the next episode when we're fitting all these parts. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Enjoy. Have fun.